Family owned and operated for more than 3 decades, Plaza Flowers in Montgomery County has been voted Pennsylvania's Florist of the Year and ranked as the top florist by 3 national wire services. Stay tuned to find out why, next on the Rafferty Report.
Welcome to the Rafferty Report with State Senator John Rafferty, a program intended to keep you, the citizens of Chester, Montgomery, and Berks counties, well informed on public issues.
Hi, I'm with Chris Drummond today, one of the owners of Plaza Flowers. Chris and his sister Heather Tuckey are the owners of Plaza Flowers, which has been in existence now for 28 years, 27 years at this location in West Norton Township, Montgomery County. I've known Chris and his family for many years, and I knew Chris's mom, Dottie, who began Plaza Flowers 28 years ago. And Chris and his sister today have taken over and have brought the flower business not only to the forefront here in the Montgomery County, Chester County area, but also have a store now in Philadelphia where they retail Plaza Flowers. So Chris, really pleasure to see you.
Thanks for coming in again, and it's nice to see a longtime customer who's very familiar with the store.
Thank you, Chris, thank you. It's one of my favorite places to come. Not only can you purchase flowers here, as we go around you'll see there are gift items, there's candy. That's always good and always tasty here at Plaza Flowers. The flowers are always fresh and they last a long time. Chris, looking around the store today, seeing the variety of flowers, what's the most popular flower that you retail?
Well, without a doubt, roses are the most popular. And we have a lot of roses here behind you, a lot of different varieties. This one's called Confetti, which is yellow with a red edge. And then this one is our most popular colored rose besides red, and that one's called Bluebird. It's very fragrant. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
And now it just came out of the cooler, so it's not quite as fragrant. Once it gets to room temperature, that fragrance really begins to blossom.
Is this almost a lavender color?
Lavender, exactly.
My grandmother's favorite color is lavender.
Exactly.
So that's pretty cool.
But without a doubt, the red rose is our most popular. This variety is called Freedom Red, and extremely high petal count, and it opens real big to about 3.5 inches across when it's fully open. I always tell people, don't be concerned about buying roses in this stage. Some people are used to the older roses that you would buy in a tight bud stage, so they'd last a long time. They have new technology in rose growing and the hybrids that they develop, so they actually leave them on the bush longer and let them get a little larger head and start to open before they cut them. So we now get them in this stage, but we still get tremendous vase life because of the advances in botany that have allowed them to make hybrids last longer even though they're open like this. So buy a rose like this, it's fine. When you're shopping for roses, you want to make sure that you don't see any mold. It's called botrytis. You would see at the base of the rose near the sepal here. This is called the sepal. I know you probably
I remember
know
from
all
biology.
this. Yeah,
I remember from biology class.
Make sure there's no browning or mold down there. That's the biggest thing to look for. And you want to buy a rose that has a high petal count. You can tell by, go squeeze that rose and you can just feel all the petals in there.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
as opposed to a rose that's tremendously soft. You don't necessarily want to buy that rose. Don't be concerned when you see things like this. These are the guard petals and they don't look so nice. That's the first petal that comes out behind the sepal, and that's normal. We sometimes leave those on to protect the rose, but then as we sell it or arrange it, we will take those guard petals off, and then you'll see the protected petals underneath are all beautiful. Lots of great bicolor roses too that have 2 colors in every petal. So stop by frequently because we get different varieties every week. And so I tell people, come on in and just see. Some people have a favorite. It's kind of like going to your favorite restaurant and you want to order your old standby, but I like to try new things on the menu. We have new flowers coming in twice a week from our farms in Ecuador that grow these roses, and there's probably over 1,000 varieties of cut roses now, so just try the new ones as they come in.
So 12 months out of the year, this by far the roses is your biggest seller.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. But also popular are the lilies from Holland, and there's starfighter lilies and stargazer lilies. This is a stargazer. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at the size of that. I'll get these roses out of your way.
That is big.
And you know, then more of a blush pink. in the Starfighters. So you have a lot of different types of lilies. This is an Asiatic lily, real popular for the summer. Father's Day's coming up, and that's more of a masculine color. One of the things we do with our lilies, you may see me doing this, notice there's no pollen here. We'll take that off because sometimes that can get on your clothes or your hands, see that orange pollen. So, but lilies are a great long-lasting flower. Another long-lasting flower that we bring in from Hawaii is Birds of Paradise, and very popular. Lots of florets on there and bright colors. Obviously don't grow around here, so they're a nice novelty for a gift. Again, the bold masculine colors for Father's Day, great choice.
And how many people do you employ at Plaza?
Typical payroll is somewhere around 28. We peak over 50 at the holidays. We bring in a lot of temporary seasonal help. So it's really rewarding for me to know that we're kind of like an extended family here, and I can employ so many people, and they.
A number of your employees have been here for a long time.
We have 3 employees at 24 years. We have another half dozen between 15 and 20. So our average employee actually has been employed here for 8.5 years, which is unheard of in our industry. It's typically retail is a high turnover industry, but it's a fun place to work. You know, we try to keep it fresh, and we change up the inventory seasonally, and it never gets monotonous. Every day is a new adventure, and so I think that really helps us to retain our employees.
Well, a small business operation such as Plaza Flowers is the backbone of Pennsylvania's economy. You being successful is going to lead to the turnaround in our economy, so I'm appreciative of that.
Well, I do all I can, and we try to support other local businesses as much as we can. So we used to buy our ribbon overseas to save money. We found a mill in Pennsylvania now that we buy our ribbon from.
Nice.
We're trying to keep it as local as we can. The Godiva chocolates we buy, we get right in Reading. That's where they're headquartered, and we've been a Godiva retailer now for about 9 years. We buy direct from Godiva, offer fantastic pricing on their products, and it's a really high quality chocolate.
Well, Chris, we're in this room here. I see all kinds of gift ideas and very nice flower arrangements.
Yeah.
What can you tell us?
Well, in addition to the permanent botanicals, the silk flowers that we offer, we do a lot of special events, and we're just nearing the end of our prom season. And behind us is our prom board. We allow the high school kids to come in and select their wristlets. We have fancy wristlets in all colors, and then they choose the flowers they like. We have lots of inspiration photos on the wall for them, and a lot of them come in with sometimes they're carrying the dress or a little piece of the fabric. We match it all up for them, so it's highly personalized. It's a lot of fun. The kids come in and love it. They're very tech savvy too, so a lot of them are shopping on our website. You can do this online, and you can put together your corsage right online. Weddings are huge for us. We have a wedding today. It just happened to have this bridal bouquet right here that this is a hanging amaranthus, which is really graceful. She loved peacock feathers, so we put a little bit of color in her bouquet. Stephanotis with the pearls in the stephanotis. Again, we bling it out a little bit something different. Let the bride express her individuality. All done in ivory. She has an ivory dress that's going to look beautiful today. We do over 100 weddings a year. Our weddings, we've done as far north as Poughkeepsie, New York, as far south as Fairfax, Virginia, so we'll go anywhere for a wedding. Quite often in Manhattan, for example, we beat the local florist price, even with our additional delivery charge to drive up there, because it's so expensive to run a flower shop in Manhattan. So we did a couple weddings in Manhattan last year.
Now, are they people that were from the area who knew Plaza Flowers, or are they going on the net and said, oh, I like this Plaza Flower?
A little of both. We're kind of going all over now. We have a big refrigerated truck, and it's easy to do, and I have a great staff who loves to travel, so we make it happen. Like this would be a table centerpiece for one of those large venues in Manhattan. We put it in a nice glass riser to get it up off the table so the guests can actually see under it. And that's the thing, when you're sitting at a wedding reception, you can't even see the person across the table. So we try to elevate the flowers with these cool glass risers. This one's filled with the pink gems, obviously, and we show this in silk so we can give brides an idea what might be on their table. And we do a wide variety of styles. This one's a very tight style, which is kind of popular. Sometimes we loosen them up, and there's more of the hanging amaranthus and cascading flowers, but it's just a matter of style and what the bride likes.
So you can do a traditional to a more modern.
Exactly. We'll do whatever it takes. And we bring the flowers in from all over the world. It gets very difficult sometimes doing weddings year-round. Some things are not in season. But with logistics, refrigerated logistics the way they are these days, if it's if it's springtime here and the peonies are available, then great, we have peonies. But if they're getting married in the fall, well, down in South America, it's spring. So we just get them from South America. So, you know, we can source from Holland, we can source from the tropical islands, we can source from Chile, Ecuador, Colombia. So it's really great being in this business. It's changed quite a bit in the 28 years that we've been doing this. You know, 28 years ago, that was not possible. And now with these new hybrids and technology and growing and being able to source from all over the world, brides can almost get any flower they want any month of the year. We have to make sure we plan really well and have a lot of the inventory on hand. We also use technology. There's some great new preservatives. We have an injector in the basement that injects the actual exact proper amount of flower food into the water. So that when the flowers get hydrated, they have that preservative there in the water, exactly dosed correctly with the fertilizer injector is what we use. And so then we take the flowers, hydrate them, and then keep them at 34 degrees so that they stay extremely fresh. And we spend a lot of money on our coolers. We have 4 coolers here that we really get maintained properly to keep right at 34, because even if it raises to 36 or 38, the flower begins to respirate and the vase life will be diminished. So we can order the flowers in, and we can keep them at a really nice tight bud stage until we need them, and then we get the shipments twice a week. So you know, by rotating that product every 3 days and having it be as fresh as it can, using the technology that's available to us, we're able to see customers experience vase life in most cases of 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 days sometimes, depending on the type of flower. We actually had one customer that came in at Easter time to order their flowers, and they said, I have to tell you that just 2 weeks ago I threw away my Valentine flowers. And I started doing the math, and I said, they lasted 4 weeks? Are you kidding me? And they said, yeah, they lasted 4 weeks. Now, they bought a long-lasting flower. They loved carnations, and they loved lilies and alstroemeria, which are long-lasting flowers. But we just hear these stories of vase life that are tremendous. And so, you know, we keep dealing directly with the farms and finding out which varieties perform the best. And by not using middlemen, they come to us faster and fresher.
We're now in the gourmet fruit basket, gift basket area of the store. And I know I've utilized the gift baskets with fresh fruit, with cookies, popcorn, all kinds of essentials.
Yeah, we have all the goodies here. You know, sweets, snacks, they are so huge right now. So we make sure we mix those in. So you'll see in this fruit basket, for example, the key lime white chocolate cookies. There goes my apples. The brie cheese and crackers, the cheddar cheese popcorn, and lots of fresh fruit. So we also do these delicious pretzels with dipping mustard. So we try to keep a nice assortment of snacks and candy. Of course, we can include Godiva chocolate. And the fresh fruit, though, is really popular. So as you can see from this cooler, we carry a lot of fresh fruit, the pineapples, the grapes. We try to change up with the seasons. We'll start getting some peaches and some local fruit pretty soon. So we're looking forward to that.
Now, when did you start with the fresh fruit idea?
We started when the shop opened in the King of Prussia Plaza, and
28 years ago.
Yeah, we started just by buying it at the supermarket nearby as we got orders for it, and it took off so big that we decided, why not carry this you know, all the time, have it in stock, and they can actually hand pick everything, and then we arrange it for them. Abby's right here putting one together now, and this one's got to have fresh fruit and fresh flowers, so she's got everything going on in that basket. So as you see, she puts the shrink wrap down first, and then she pre-made the vase of flowers, and then she's going to stack the fresh fruit and goodies right around it and wrap it all up. But we just do the flat rate, $9.95, no additional service fee for worldwide delivery. So I always tell customers, you know, you don't have to call, you know, one of the big guys, FTD.com, Pro Flowers. You know, why call some big corporate headquarters when you can talk to a real family florist, get better service, and save a little bit of money?
I like that philosophy.
We do engraving too, personalizing the gift, so we can engrave the company logo. We can put the logo on the ribbon. We have a special thermal ribbon printer that transfers a metallic film onto the ribbon. It looks really beautiful and allows customers, if they want, to put any message or a custom logo on the ribbon. And that's only an $8 charge, so it's very inexpensive to do that.
And I like that idea how you keep the record so you know to automatically ship them out. The customer doesn't have to worry about it.
And we can do that not only for our corporate clients, but our personal clients too. If they just have a list of birthdays or whatever, just enroll us in, you know, just call us and say, I want you to help me with my birthday program. They can tell us they want their mom to get flowers on Mother's Day and her birthday and Christmas, and then we just keep that as a standing order, and we just take care of it, and you never forget a birthday.
I like that. Chris, we're in a section of the store which is fairly new, about 10 years old, I imagine. This is the home decorating section, home decor section?
Exactly. We find a lot of customers that are redecorating a room or just need to spruce up their home, and they want permanent flowers. We call it permanent botanicals, something that's going to live, quote live, it's artificial, and then they can have it year-round. Some do seasonal items that they change too. So often what we'll do is have them bring in some pillows, some swatches of fabric. Some people take a curtain off the wall so that we can actually match the fabric up. And then what we do is pull these flowers, which are amazingly lifelike. So this is an artificial tulip, but it looks real. Now this is our earth tones section. So if this is the color theme you're looking for, we will actually hold this up to your fabrics and try to match your home. And then we have other colors. So we'll have blues in one section, and we'll have lavenders, and so we have everything to choose from. We'll match it up. We'll special order if you need it. If we can't quite find exactly the shade you're looking for. The nice thing about manufactured flowers like this that are permanent is they can manufacture just about any color, even if it's not something that grows naturally. So, so what we'll do then is put together an arrangement. So like this is done in those earth tones. So this might be something someone would put on a coffee table or an end table in there, and it looks very, very lifelike, but it lasts forever. We just need to offer a lot of different options, because if a customer sent something last year, a lot of times they don't want to send the same thing. And so that's how we got into all the different product lines that we have, and that's why we sell Crabtree and Evelyn for our spa gift baskets, because guys said, it's my anniversary, but I sent her flowers, then I sent her plants, and then I sent her, and I want to do something different. Well, how about a bath and body basket with spa items from Crabtree and Evelyn? And so, we started carrying that, and it's just nice to have all the different options available, so we can be your one-stop for all gifts, regardless of what type of gift you want.
Now we're in the section of the store called the Design Studio with Chris and with his sister Heather, who I mentioned earlier, the other proprietor here at the store. Chris and his sister have been running the store now for 20-some years and doing a fantastic job. And here in the Design Studio, Chris, we see an assembly of centerpieces and I imagine wedding flowers. A couple things. Is there a catalog people would use to come through and pick out ideas? And your folks assembling the flowers and the floral arrangements, are they trained? Are there classes to take, or are they just naturally creative? How does that work?
Well, a little bit of both. There has to be some natural creativity and talent, but yes, most of them have been trained either at a formal school or a series of workshops, and a lot of them have learned on the job. We do a lot of training here. We actually have our own design academy where people can enroll. There's information on our website, pflorist.com, about the academy if you want to learn how to design flowers. And so we not only do it, but we teach it. And then we do have a place where brides and customers having some kind of special event can come in and sit down in a nice, comfortable room and go through the pictures and choose what they would like for their event. Quite often too, they'll bring in inspiration photos, something they may have seen on a web or in a magazine, and we will try to match it. Or they might say, I like this, but I want different colors, or I want it larger or smaller, or with different flowers. And so we will custom create a design for them. This is one custom creation that we've done. The bride wanted these lanterns, and so what we do is we anchor the base of the lantern first, and then when we're done, each of these will have this beautiful candle lamp hanging from the iron shepherd's hook, and it's loaded with Fuji mums and statement button mums and beautiful pink peonies. And so they're all going to look similar, which is not always the case. If you want to do something different on every table when you have your wedding or event, we can do that too. That's a lot of times a fun way to go about it. People talk about the flowers, and they like to walk around the reception and say, and see all the different types of flowers. So we can do each table different if you wish. We have fun making sure that each wedding is unique. We don't do wedding packages. People ask me that all the time. Do you have a package? And we don't. And we don't do it for a reason. We want brides to express their individuality. We custom quote everyone and come up with a design in consultation with the client.
Are May and June still the heaviest months for weddings?
No, used to be. Used to be when I started in this business 28 years ago. May and June were the big wedding months. A lot of brides now love to get married in the fall. The weather's very predictable. It's not very rainy, and so October is huge. September is huge. Still, we do a lot in May. Don't get me wrong, but I would not say that they are the big months anymore. And we do more than just weddings, too. We do a lot of corporate events. We're doing a big convention at the Convention Center in Center City in October. And we have very talented designers. Abby and Adelaide are in today with Samantha, my design manager, and Heather's jumping on board. I saw Stephanie out there putting together some gift baskets. So that's a typical day. Upstairs we have our customer service team which handles internet customer service as well as answering the telephones. And I'm sure you've called in quite a bit and talked to probably Debbie, Arlene, or Diane. Those are my top 3 up there. And we have quite a good staff that rotates those hours so we can be open 7 days. And we open as early as 7 o'clock in the morning, so we have to rotate those hours. What's nice about the 7 to 8 a.m. hour, when very, very few florists are open, is we do quite a bit of business with people wanting to take flowers to work. Somebody at work is celebrating a birthday or an anniversary, or sometimes it's their last day of work and they want to bring them flowers, or their first day of work and they want to bring them flowers. So getting that drive time customer in the morning to come in and purchase has been really successful for us. And so we open at 7 a.m.
We have a key location too, right here on the corner of Egypt Road and Trooper Road in West Norton Township.
Exactly.
So you have a lot of the 363 and 422 traffic.
According to PennDOT, it's one of the busiest intersections in all of Montgomery County, and we're happy about that. We just like to keep the traffic moving so customers can get to us.
For now, the outdoor portion of Plaza Flowers. In fact, Egypt Road's behind us. I see a number of geraniums here.
Yeah, a lot of geraniums, ivy geraniums, standard geraniums, Martha Washington geraniums, all the different varieties. I happen to be holding a fuchsia plant, which has these beautiful hanging pink and purple blooms. These are annuals that'll bloom all summer long. We send a lot of these out as gifts, whether they're single plants like I'm holding now or patio pots. We'll take an assortment of plants and make up a patio pot. And some customers just come in and buy them themselves to plant on their own. But most of them go out as gifts in some kind of decorative porch pot or planter. And this is a hanging basket. Quite often we'll take the hangers off of this basket and you can set that on the corner of a porch or patio or deck, and it blooms all summer long. If you happen to have any annuals on your property, one of the things you want to do is feed them. Regular fertilizer, just follow the instructions on the package, and then you also want to deadhead the plants. So you'll notice, like, as they bloom, like this petunia here has some dead blooms that are done. You know, they've bloomed out. Just make sure you take those off, and what that does is forces the plant to generate new buds by taking off what we call the deadheads. Same thing on the geranium. So you saw Patty out here earlier deadheading our geranium. So we make sure that they set new buds by taking the old blooms off. And you want to make sure you do that to your outdoor plants. So our Facebook page is very popular. I think the reason it's popular is we get to take pictures of really cool stuff. I mean, after all, we sell flowers, right? How can you go wrong? So we post pictures of our weddings on there and congratulate the bride and groom. And we post, if we get a unique arrangement, you know, we'll post a picture of it. You know, last month we did an 8-foot Harley Davidson motorcycle made out of flowers for a funeral tribute for a Harley rider. And it was beautiful, and we put it on Facebook, and it got a lot of play. In fact, it got reposted by a lot of people.
Oh, no kidding.
Because it was, so we put unique things on there. And then Heather, who's my sister and also our buyer, she will put new varieties on there. So when a farm comes out with a new product, maybe a new color rose or something, she'll put that variety on Facebook. So if you want to keep up with the latest trends or just new varieties of flowers and plants, make sure you friend us on Facebook, and you'll see that come up in your news feed.
Oh, nice. That's a great idea. We're in what is the front section of the store. This is your gift section of the store.
Yeah, what we try to do as soon as you walk into the store, immediately to your right are some unique gift ideas. So we try to change it up regularly. So in front of us now are some really cool hand-blown vases, and these are remarkable. They actually melt the glass. So this is white glass that is hot, and as it's hot, they drizzle it over top of the vase and just create these really cool patterns. So we have some very unique vases. All different sizes. We also will show you a little sampling of everything that's throughout the rest of the store. So even though this is not our section for permanent botanicals, we show a few. These are artificial permanent tulips, parrot tulips. And then our orchids, which we have more back in our plant section, but we show, this is called a Phalaenopsis orchid, absolutely beautiful. And this is a living plant, so you can continue to propagate this and get more blooms. We'll show our mixed plant baskets. This is what's called a European garden. European garden is a mixture of green and blooming plants in one basket. So you've got some croton in there, and you've got some spathiphyllum or peace lily, beautiful English ivy, and African violet. That's a really nice gift. We do a lot of the mixed plant baskets. So we try to show you a little bit of everything. You know, we are in love with Philadelphia. You know, we're natives to the area, and so we always make sure our Phillies are represented.
I had to stand by here.
Yeah, so these are really popular. These are freezer mugs, freezer pilsners and freezer mugs that you can arrange flowers in and have them delivered to your favorite Phillies fan. And these are on our website if you want to take a look at some pictures with the fresh flowers in them. So we have all the Phillies gear. We got the Fanatic stuffed animal. We got the Phillies magnets. We got the Phillies lanyards. And we can include these in your gifts. Even, you know, if you want the Phillies hat for your favorite Phillies fan, we can include that in your gift basket. So we try to make sure we have something to personalize the gift. We have these monogram keychains, which are extremely popular with the younger kids. The teenagers put these on their backpacks. And so it's a monogram, and it's another way to personalize your gift. We can hang that from the vase, and then it's a keychain they can keep, or they can put it, if they don't want to put keys on it, they can just use it as decoration.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, where we had the opportunity to tour Plaza Flowers, located on Egypt Road and Trooper Road in West Norton Township, Montgomery County. And I really want to thank Heather Tuckey and her brother Chris Drummond, both the proprietors for Plaza Flowers, for allowing us to spend some time here today to really have the opportunity to educate all of us, not only in the floral business, but to see a very successful operation, small business company here in Pennsylvania, employing 28 to 50 employees depending on the time of the year, and helping our economy grow by employing those individuals and by having a first-class product here for people to come in, shop, and to purchase. Chris, I want to thank you very much for this opportunity. It's been great.
It was my pleasure. Thanks for coming in.
Disabled citizens may request a transcript of this program by calling area code 717-787-6725 or 1-800-364-1581 TTY.